Hey there, future fellow weird ass black sheep. How are you? Well, do not weary. When you were kicked out of Bizarre World, you ran so fast. You ran past the Twilight Zone. Then you got freaked out because then everything split in two. But then you paid attention to the left side because it's all pink and shit. And you're walking down the road looking at this crazy, wild world on the left of you, right? And then you hit the crossroads and you found a girl.
I love it. You guys are so great.
She is also lost. So you guys just walk down the street looking at all these beautiful tie-dye colored dogs and these little black cats and these orange trees, golden waterfalls. But then you hit the fork in the road and you notice your right side. And it is completely black. Right, it is completely black. But then there's this faint light. And you think you might saw a raccoon run by. But you are so enraptured with this light. So you grab the girl's hand and you take their right and rolled right into the most offensive church this side of the universe, the BEDTIME. Open the door and come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bet you weren't expecting this shit. It's okay, I wasn't expecting it either. Well, no, that's a fucking lie. Because I was expecting you. So, I have the 6 C's for whatever time you think it is here on this side of the universe. I have cannabis, cigarettes, coffee, chair with your name on it, cat beds, and canine space.
Awesome!
Thank you. I also find it awesome. So bring your animals. We have room for them. Yeah. And what we do here in this most magnificent place, we take off our Devon Dudley sunglasses and we read this great ass book. It's called God Said, because he did not fucking say that. Fight me. He didn't say it, and I don't give a shit. But what we're here to do is find out what God did say. So we can put all these other motherfuckers to shame because we do know what he did say. And it was not that. Make sure you tell them that. God didn't say that shit. Let me tell you what he did say. Absolutely, because fuck those people. Sorry, I just feel some kind of way about these cheats. I don't know. And they're making God look bad. God is nothing like what they say. He is the funniest motherfucker on the planet. And his unofficial biography does him no justice. This unofficial biography is no bueno. But it does have nuggets in it. And I love nuggets. And God loves nuggets. And we have such a good time finding nuggets. Yeah. We have good time. Don't even worry about it. So, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you who I am. I am your narrator, your hostess with the leastest, the saint of awesome, your super stone sage, Saint Nikki Gilligret. Clap for me, because I clap for you. It is only fair. Yeah, clap for me. Yeah, and if you are on replay crew, go down there to the little settings button and go to 1.25 or 2 times speed. It is way better, I promise. It is way better. I watch my videos on 2 times speed because I am also my own guilty pleasure. So I watch them on 2 times speed because I'm so fucking funny. And I'm even funnier in 2 times speed. I can't even, I'm sorry. But if from this point on, if you're not watching me live and you are on the replay crew, speed it up to 1.25 or 2 point speed. But 1.25 is a good one also. Yep. So let's say hello to everybody. And hey, preacher, why do you want to go so live so bad? Because preacher wanted to go so live like fucking 30 minutes ago. It's like, I can't go live that early. Remember the last time I went live that early? Nobody showed up. And that's a conversation I had with myself while I was getting high. I was thinking about it, and then I thought, no, I want to smoke this joint. I'm not going live. And that's exactly how the conversation went with myself because nobody else talks to me. I have a paperweight for a husband. Really, there's no use for him except for to hold down my mail. I'm just kidding. That's a bad joke. Well, and plus he's in the other room, so probably shouldn't say that so loud or I won't have a husband. Except for he can't live without me. I'm the only person that tolerates his bullshit. So I could probably say whatever I wanted. But I'm not gonna push my luck, don't worry. Hey Miss Muddy. For some reason I thought you went live at 10. Not anymore. No, remember, I was having a problem because nobody showed up until 11 o'clock. So I decided I would go live at 11 o'clock. And then nobody kept showing up. But now people are showing up and it's a good time. And I'm so glad you're here, preacher. I tried to call you. I wanted to tell you things that I don't remember. And I kind of, I don't remember. What was I saying? Okay, I don't remember what I was saying. But I got a joint and a cigarette rolled. Honestly, I told y'all I have coffee, and I do not have coffee. And it has taken all of my willpower not to make a pot of coffee at 8:30 at night because I've been making a pot of coffee in the morning and then a pot of coffee before I do my live streams. So I have coffee on my live streams. But I need to learn how to do it better. I need to learn how to do it better. I don't know. But I do know now that I'm moving this thing. Do you guys want to help me do a sound check real quick? Oh, Firefly, you're here. Okay, let me turn my chat on because I forgot. Hi, Firefly. Hey, did you guys get my Discord this morning? I told you guys I love you and I said good morning and I hope you feel loved. Uh I don't know. Blue clouds. She told me she loved me. She said her people love her also. So that was really good. Okay. And I know Blue Clouds is not her name, but I don't know how to say that word, but I know it's blue. So that, that's all. That's what I'm going with. I meant to shower, but I forgot. I suck. You forgot to shower. Is that what that is that what that says? You forgot to shower? Well, it's okay. I forgot to shower. And I forget to change my shirt at least 5 days a week. So it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I forget to shower all the time. It my therapist says that's extreme depression. And I said it's because I don't want to be fucking cold. What do you mean? I don't want to be cold. I sleep in my socks. I'd sleep in my shoes if Dustin let me. Yep. What is, oh my God? Uh, oh, you said answer. My bad. My bad. But everything I just said is absolutely true. And my therapist says it's depression. And I keep telling her it's because I don't want to be cold. But she does not believe me. But if you if you've ever seen me cold, like I lock up and my bones don't work, it's terrible. All right, Firefly. Okay. Okay, start over. Ah, Wheel says he's an open book. Yeah. How about telling people you wear the same clothes for days on end? Yeah. Most of that is true. Okay. There's 52 chapters. We are on chapter 51. And I don't remember. Okay. 51 is 3 pages long, and chapter 2 is 3 pages fucking long. God, the big guy. It's a big guy. You talk too fucking much. Why didn't they tell you to stop talking? Like they wrote this shit down word for word. Why didn't they say, could you just not repeat yourself for days on end? Or is it motherfuckers got paid to write Das Bible by the word, so they just made extra words? Ah, I hate this. These people. These people. But something tells me with this bombastic as the big guy is, look, I'm willing to bet he said all this shit because he's feeling some kind of way and he's so extravagant. And we learn his personality in Exodus. Look, God is extravagant. He is out of this world with his ideas. And partly, no, they are his ideas because they picked him out of the God Size magazine up there. He was on his God app and he was just finding random shit to make it hard on Aaron because he's highly passive aggressive. God, don't let him fool you. I'm sure he said all fucking 12 pages of these last two chapters because that's just how God is. God. Do you know how rednecks or like people in the ghetto or even, how they get that neck weaving and bobbing like, snap, snap, do it. What are you doing? That is God all day. Like he has, God is out of control. Ask Miss Mud Duck. Miss Mud Duck was here from way before God had them make his suitcase chair in his tie-dye tent. Look, ask Miss Muddy. Miss Muddy isn't God. He is the most bombastic, passive-aggressive person ever. Like God has got that neck weave down. He's like, oh no, you don't. Yep. Welcome back, Firefly. Like Nikki. Yes. Yes. But God is way worse. Maybe some people God just prepared to to talk more than at other times. Motherfucker talks a lot. He really does. Like I said, God, God is out of control with his words. Yeah. Ah, man. Miss Muddy, isn't he? Yeah. God. God definitely feels some kind of way sometimes. Okay. So now, we're on chapter 51. See, almost took us to chapter 52. We almost skipped a whole chapter. Remember when we did that once before? Miss Muddy tried to tell me I wasn't watching. Okay, so I'll pay attention to chat as soon as this is done. Okay? Oh, go brush your wig. It came like this. It's like tied together and shit. It's literally it's like tied together. I'll show you. They're it's just like that. And plus, if I brushed my wig, if I was able to, I still wouldn't be very sagely. Sage has big hair and she's really old and she's like, yeah, I'm decrepit in the mountains. We're all lucky I don't try to go do that. I want to try to be as, you know, pretend authentic as I can. You know, I got the costume and the bad habits. I'm working it out. Looks like raccoons was wearing it. They tied it together. Okay. Now, Chris, Chris, hi. Look, Chris, Chris. Chris. Hi. Hi, Chris. I miss you. Oh my God. You don't even know. I miss you so much. I was talking about you the other day. But, okay. It helps the raccoons to climb up. Exactly what Chris said. All right. So, I'll pay attention to chat after we're done with chapter 51. So if people think I ignore them, just if somebody new comes in, be like, she'll watch you in a second. Okay? Because I think Robert leaves because I just keep reading while he's talking. So maybe, maybe that'll make him stay. Maybe I could sing him a song. Why don't you stay? I'll let God sing him a song. Well, I can't let God do anything. He'll do it if he wants to. I'll just put it in his ear. Sing Robert a song. Yeah. All right, here we go. So, God is still talking. Mad shit like always. So here we go. God needs to quit.
Behold, my balloon. I'm sorry, I was partying. I wasn't expecting you guys. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Hi, it's me, God. I wasn't at a party. I don't have my fingers crossed. We're just having such a good time. Okay. So, I'm ready. What I say? We're gonna find out what I said. It's gonna be a good time. Okay. So this is what I said. Behold, I will rise up against Babylon, against those who dwell in Leb-Kamai, a destroying wind, and I will send winnowers to Babylon. Who shall winnow her? Who's into sticking a fork in her? She's done. Okay. So anyway, who's gonna fork her? Nobody's gonna fork her, even though winnow is actually a fork. It's a giant ass fucking fork. Could you look? Look. You remember in Halloween 5? Was it Halloween 5? No, it was Halloween 6 when those people are, get ready to get it on in the barn, and then they find a kitten, and it was all bloody and shit. And then the next thing you know, Michael Myers is stabbing that chick with a fork, like a giant ass fucking fork. I learned that's what that is. And that's what God wants people to do to Babylon. So I can't even take life. Okay. Anyway, and I will send giant forks to Babylon. Who shall fork her and empty her land? I need to stop. I need to see. I've been partying too hard. I told you guys. I was having a good time. I totally forgot. So here, I'm gonna read it right. Okay. But I will send winnowers to Babylon. Who will winnow her? See, fork her sounds better. Okay. And empty her land. For in the day of doom, they shall be against her all around. Yeah, it's gonna be just like a mosh pit, only better and bloodier. Yeah, that's exactly. It's gonna be a mosh pit with forks. Everybody's poking everybody. Could you imagine a mosh pit with forks? Giant ass forks. I don't know. But I bet you at a metal party, nobody's stabbing anybody with those forks. I can almost guarantee it. Metalheads are way too nice. They want to listen to music. And you might have a couple bad apples that are like, fork you. But I bet 9 times out of 10, metalheads won't do it. But it was a fun thought. Okay. Anyway, against her, let the archer bend his bow and lift himself up against her in his armor. Hold me tight, baby. Yeah, choke me to death. Do not spare her young men. Utterly destroy all her army. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and those thrust through in her streets. For these terrible people are not forsaken, nor Judah, by his God, the Lord of hosts. Though their land was filled, it was filled, it was all the way, okay. Anyway, it was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. The only good thing from these terrible fucking people. That is the only good thing. Everything else about these people is rotten. God is the best thing about these people. Yeah. I. Bro. Okay. Flee from the midst of Babylon, and everyone save his life. Do not be cut off in her iniquity, for thus is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He shall recompense her. Babylon was a golden cup in the Lord's hand. It made all the earth drunk. The nations drank her wine. Therefore, the nations are deranged with Trump derangement syndrome. That's what they got. It's called TDS, but derangement for short. Mental illness, if you want to be technical, but it's actually Trump derangement syndrome. But the mental disorder is derangement because nobody wants to put Trump on anything for some reason, even though it makes a lot of money. But okay, shit. He can touch me and buy me a couch. Fuck. Man, okay. Okay, the Lord's vengeance. Golden before they have Trump. Okay. Babylon has suddenly fallen and been destroyed. Wail for her for some reason. Take balm for her pain. Yeah, she's gonna need some burn cream. Yeah, 3rd-degree burns. Yeah, perhaps she may be healed. Yeah, they'll move her from the north to the south and try to cover up history because that's what these people do. They cover up history so much they don't even know the truth. That's fucked up. Okay. And we would have healed Babylon but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go. Everyone to his own country. And forget Babylon was from the north, and they were most likely Asian, maybe even Mongols. Okay, so everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches the heaven and is lifted to the skies. The Lord has revealed our righteousness, and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God. That is the city of David. It's where the city of David uh, is Zion. So if anybody tells you they're looking for it, tell them it's the city of David. Okay. Make the arrows bright. Make them yellow. Yellow arrows, man, that'd be so cool. I want a yellow arrow. Man, wouldn't that be so sweet? All these yellow arrows go through and they think it's a sun because it's all shining off. Yeah, that would be so fun. I want yellow bows and arrows. Yeah, okay. Make the arrows bright. Gather the shield. The Lord has raised up the spirit of the kings of Medes, for his plan is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance for his people. Set up the standard on the walls of Babylon. Make the guard strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord has both devised and done what he has spoke against Babylon. O you who dwell by many waters, abundant in treasures, your end has come. The measure of your covetousness. The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself. I swear on me. I swear to God. And I'm not even taking my name in vain. Nope, because I'm telling the truth. It's gonna happen. Yeah, test me. I said it with my chest. If you're gonna say it with your chest. And that's exactly what I did. I swear on me. Yep, me by myself. Me, 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 me. I swear on myself. And I'm allowed to do that. I mean, I told you don't swear to God, but because I'm God, I can swear to God. Because well, I told you don't swear on anything, but I guess it's kind of one of those do as I say, not as I do on the daddy. Yeah, that's how it went, just like that. Okay. So anyway, yeah, he swear to God. Hey, where am I at? Revised and done. Yeah. Wait, where am I at? Set up the standard, revised and done for where has come. Now, when did I swear by my? Oh, right here. Yeah. Okay. The Lord of his hosts, the Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, I swear on me, yeah, 'cause I'm making a promise, 'cause I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it, do it, do it, do it, gonna do it, do it, do it. I'm God and I put my back into it. He's got to put his back into it. I'm gonna do it. Gonna do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And I did it. See, I said I was going to. Y'all think I'm playing all the time. You're like, oh, patty cake. God ain't gonna do it. Boom. I did it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I told you, I was in heaven getting hype. I forgot what time it was. It's Friday. Yeah. Look, I don't know. Okay. I swear by myself. Now I don't know where I said. Oh, right here. Surely I will fill you with men as with locusts, and they shall lift up a shout against you. Remember what happened in Jericho? Yeah, that was a shout, and it was like, boom, city of David. Yeah. He has made the earth by his power. He has established the world by his wisdom. Yeah, it's called God Wins. Man, this is the craziest fucking game. Look, we have so much fun. I don't know. I don't know why nobody else is having as much fun as me. I mean, I'm God. You guys hurt my feelings a lot. But I like playing this game, God Wins. I never know if I'm going to win or not, but it's fun playing. He has stretched out the heaven by his understanding. Why do I talk so much? Man, okay. When he, oh, wait, we're back to Jeremiah.
Yeah. Okay. So, verse 16. Okay. I pocket modded. Didn't mean to do that. Hey, Trucker's here. Look, did he leave? I need an adjustment. Wait. Okay. Where am I at? Raccoons climb up. This is where I left off. I know you do, Chris. I know you try to watch them. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Yeah. Oh, I love those movies. Which movies? Oh, the Halloween movies. Yeah. 5 and 6 are my favorite. Thought you were saying Porker. No, fork. Oh, yeah, Muddy, I forgot about your mouth. I need an adjustment. Yeah, me too. Look, no lie, but these bottom teeth, they hurt so bad, and I think they're cutting my mouth. Um, so I think I need to get them fixed a little bit. But they made me sign this paper that said they was fine. But they are not fine because they hurt really bad. Hi, trucker. Did you stay? I don't know what you pocket modded, Muddy. Hopefully it wasn't Robert. I'm trying to get him to stay and hang out. And maybe press the like button. I don't know. But real quick, we're on verse 16. And I know you shouldn't stop in the middle of a story, but God talks too much, man. And God, I'm not saying anything you don't know. You know you talk so much. And I need a cigarette in between this shit, man. Look, I'm playing you on TV. Don't give me no shit, man. Do you know how hard it is to play God? Do you? Do you know how hard it is to pretend to be you big guy? It's pretty fucking difficult. So, cut me a break, man. Okay. Anyway, Chris. It was Chris that muddy. Oh, okay. Okay. Listen, preacher, Chris. Do you know what happened? Can I tell you what happened? Because this is how we know God is my number one fan. The other night, the power was out. Well, actually, the other day, the power was out, the internet was out, everything was out, like all day. And Dustin got a message that said it would be on at 4 p.m. Then he gets a message at 3:30 that said 10 p.m. And then he got a message at 10 p.m. saying it wouldn't be back on until 1 a.m. And Dustin said, well, you're not going to be able to make your video. And 5 minutes after he said that, he got a text saying the internet was back on because God did not want to miss an episode of my show. See, God has fun here at the party pen with us. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That right there shows that God loves this fucking place. And he loves us weird ass black sheep. God hangs out with us, man. And I think it's because we talk to him like he's a person. You know, like we actually have convos with the big guy. And I think he likes that. Like, what do you guys think? Before we get started on this, I really want to know what somebody else thinks because my dad just appeases me by like, oh yeah, God does that for sure. And Dustin's like, whatever. But I think it really means God hangs out here. And I know I sound like I have a mass brain injury and I talk to God and shit. But I talk to God in front of all y'all. So I don't think it's bad. And I really do think God hangs out here. Hey, don't tell me you're doing that. Because I'm going to tell you not to. Because, you know, God. But if you do it a long time from now. And then just tell me about it. Because I don't want to give you permission to do that and then God get pissed off. Because I read Dustin's on a deck of cards. I can read tarot on a deck of cards. That's how I used to get commissary in prison. Them girls love hearing good tales. They love hearing everything's going to be great for them. And then it turns out to be right. So then I get even more commissary. So it's pretty cool. But I can't do that because I read Dustin's cards and God was really upset with me for like 6 months. and I just got them back. So I don't want to fuck it up, man. Yeah. Well, do you think God hangs out here at the party pen? Am I the only one that thinks that? I mean, I know we got to get it back to reading, but let me finish this cigarette real quick. Oh my God. Yep. Yeah, that Mother Angelica, that's I watched that lady with Mrs. Muddy the other day. She was really good. She is an actual I don't know what she is, but she also reads a Bible, but she has lessons. Could you imagine if I had a lesson, a Bible lesson? Could you imagine how boring that would be? Not saying Miss Angelica is boring. I'm just saying, could you imagine if I did that? It would be so boring. Okay. So this is Jeremiah still talking. So right now, Jeremiah, or God's still talking shit through Jeremiah. And then Jeremiah starts talking and he says, God, I need a drink of water. You talk too much. And verse 16 of chapter 51 says, when he utters his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. That's not true. We already know God talks in trumpet, and it's too happy for these people. So did he change his voice? Did he just all of a sudden start talking like Eddie Vedder sings? I seem to recognize your face. Like, ah, okay. We're just gonna assume maybe God talking in water is him yelling, and when he talks in trumpet, he's just being regular. I don't know. I don't know, but okay. He causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He makes lightnings for the rain. He brings the wind out of his treasuries. Hey, look, they knew how water made clouds back then. Look, that was a science thing. Everybody was so happy. There's a whole bunch of rivers in the clouds. Well, they knew that shit back then. Huh. Okay. See, how smart are we? It took us forever to figure that shit out. But okay. He makes lightnings for the rain. Here comes the rain again. Okay. He brings the wind out of his treasuries. Everyone is dull hearted without knowledge. Every metalsmith is put to shame by the carved image. That includes crosses. For his molded image, it is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are futile works of errors. In the name, no, in the time of their punishment, they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the maker of all things, and Israel is the tribe of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. And God picked these people because they were even slaves in the beginning. And God was like, you know what? You know, this little tribe of people right here. There was like 50 of them. They were Shemites, and there was very few of them. And God chose them and made them as the sand of the seashore. Okay? Look, here we go again. God singing about his ex. My ex is my buddy. I bring him when I walk. Me and my ex will leave your head outlined in chalk. Look, that's ICP. It's called My Ex is My Buddy. Yeah. It's by ICP. Dark Lotus. It's called My Ex. But anyway, this is God.
Okay. Yeah. You are my battle axe, my weapons of war. For with you, I will break the nation in pieces. With you, I will destroy kingdoms. With you, I will break in pieces the horse and its rider.
Big guy. Why? Why do you always kill the horses? What did the horses ever do to you? See, this is not fair. I'm arguing in hindsight. I'm arguing in hindsight. But I don't understand why God always wants to kill the horses. Like, what did the horses do?
They ain't do shit now. Shut up. Okay. Destroy. What? Okay. And where am I at? Oh, right here. The, oh, and with you I will break in pieces the chariot and its rider, man and woman, old and young, the young man and the maiden, the shepherd and his flock, the farmer and his yoke of oxen, governors and rulers. I will repay Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea for the evil they have done in Zion in your sight. It's the city of David. It's the city of David. Behold, I am against you, destroying mountain, who destroys the earth, and I will stretch out my hand against you. Why do I only have one arm? Of all the ways to have God, literally with one arm is bullshit. Why don't I have another arm? I want another arm, even though the left side sucks. I would. Why don't I have an arm? I just. I don't get it. Uh, roll you down from the rocks, make you a burnt mountain. They shall not take from you a stone, a corner, nor a stone for a foundation, but you will be desolate forever, says the Lord. Set up a banner in the land. Blow the trumpet. Oh, good, the trumpet comes back. I'm telling you, that's my favorite instrument, the trumpet. There's nothing like it. Man, the trumpet's so happy. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got the swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. Yeah, love that song. It has all the trumpets. Yeah, that song is so happy. Or the Brian Setzer Orchestra. Yeah. Or the Cherry Poppin' Daddy Zoot Suit. Riot, riot. Throw back a bottle of beer. Yeah. Don't throw back a bottle of beer, though. You don't need to be drunk. Okay. Okay. Says the Lord. Okay. You shall be. Okay. Prepare the nations against her. Pull the kingdoms together against her. Aret, Araret, Minimi, Ashkenaz. Oh, look, look. There's a section of these fucking terrible people. They're called Ashkenazi Judens. And I think they are the ones that are purposely trying to bring about God's punishment on their own people. Not totally sure which section of Das Juden it is, but there is one of them that is trying to do that. And they've been trying to do it since the bourgeoisie. And we'll learn about that. I want to watch those documentaries so bad. I think I might. I'm so scared though, but I think I might email him. iPod, In Pursuit of Truth has these docu-series. He has this docu-series that I've watched 4 times, and I want to watch it live. Okay. Appoint a general against her. That's me, Gadarati. I want to be General Gadarati. Yeah. I'll get an army hat and everything. It'd be so awesome. I want one of those can hats. Yeah, I want it to be army green so I can be General Gadarati. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cause the horses to come up like bristling locusts. Prepare against her the nations with the king of the Medes, its governors, and all its rulers, or the land of his dominion, and the land will tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed. against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without a inhabitant. The mighty men of Babylon have ceased fighting. They have remained in their stronghold. Their might has failed. They have become. They cry like girl. They have burned her dwelling places, and the bars of her gate are broken. One runner will run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that this city is taken on all sides. The passages are blocked. The reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are terrified. For thus says the Lord of hosts, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. When it is time, when it is time to fork her, yet a little while, and the name of her harvest, and the time of her harvest will come. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, has devoured me. He has crushed me. He has made me an empty vessel. He has swallowed me up like a monster. Come on, Willow. He has filled his stomach. Come on. Come on. The floor is not lava. My cats think the floor is lava. They will not touch the floor. Come on. Jump. Okay. Hold on. Okay. He has filled his stomach with my delicacies. He has spit me out. Let the violence done to me and my flesh be upon Babylon, the inhabitant of Zion, city of David, will say, and my blood be upon the inhabitants of Chaldea. Jerusalem will say, therefore, thus says the Lord God, why? Why do you talk so much? Behold, I will plead your case and make vengeance for you. I will dry up her sea and make her springs dry. I will send her into menopause. Ain't nothing getting in there. Look, do you know? You don't know. But if you knew why that's a bad thing. Ain't nothing getting in there. Look, Babylon shall become a heap, a dwelling place for jackals, an astonishment and a hissing without a inhabitant, and they shall roar together like lions. They shall growl like lion whelps. In their excitement, I will prepare their feast. I will make them drunk, that they may rejoice and sleep a perpetual sleep, and not awake. Oh my God. Oh my me. Why do I talk so much? That's it. That's it. I hope everybody's watching on 2 times speed because my God, this is so long. I will bring them down like lambs to the slaughter. They're going to make shawarma. like rams with male goats. Oh, how the Shishak is taken. Oh, how the praise of the whole earth is seized. How Babylon has become desolate among nations. The sea has came up over Babylon. She is covered with the multitude of its waves. Her cities are a desolation, a dry land, a wilderness where no one dwells, through which no son of man passes. I will finish Babylon, and I will bring out of his mouth what he has swallowed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sticking my finger all the way down there. Yeah. I'm going to stick it so far down there, I'm going to pull his stomach up through his mouth. Yeah. Fuck with me. These people have no idea. Okay. And the nations will not stream to him no more. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers don't even get a YouTube. You ain't streaming shit. The wall of Babylon shall fall. Stream that. My people, my people go out of the midst of her, and let everyone deliver himself from the fierce anger of the Lord, lest your heart faint, and you fear for the rumor. Fear the rumor that will be heard in the land. This in parentheses. A rumor will come 1 year, and after that, in another year, a rumor will come, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Therefore, behold, the days are coming that I will bring judgment on the carved image of Babylon. Her whole land will be ashamed, and all her slain shall fall in her midst. Then the heavens and the earth and all that is in them shall sing joyously over Babylon, for the plunderers shall come to her from the north, as Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall. Okay, so at Babylon, the slain of all the earth shall fall. You who have escaped the sword, get away. Do not stand still. Remember the Lord afar off, and let Julian come to your mind. We are
Okay. We are ashamed because we have heard reproach. Shame has covered our faces, for strangers have come to the sanctuary of the Lord's house.
therefore, behold, days are coming that I will bring judgment on her carved images. Y'all shut up. Oh shit. It's time to end, and I'm not even close to done. Man. Oops. Guess it's long today, boys. Okay. So, I will bring judgment on her carved images. Don't they remember what happened to the Philistines? They took me to their God's house. Oh, and I remember what happened. He tried to say something to me, so I cut off his head and his hands. That's exactly what I did. He said something, and I cut off his hands, and then I cut off his head, and then he fell at my feet. This is what I do. I kill gods. Look, everybody's fucking with me the hard way. They need to remember. And throughout all their land, the wounded shall groan, though Babylon were to mount up to heaven, and though we were to fortify the height of her strength, yet from me plunderers would come to her. The sigh of a cry comes, no, the sound of a cry comes from Babylon, and great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans, because the Lord is plundering Babylon and silencing her loud voice. Oh, yeah, she thought she could get more ghetto than me, waving her neck, snapping her fingers. Bitch, please. Do you know who I am? I ain't got no time for you. Shut up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Though her fucking mouth won't shut up. Like a lot of fucking bullshit, man. Because the plunder comes against her, she thinks she can say something. Stop. Put my hand right in her face and was like, talk to the hand. Gave her a stiff arm and everything. I was like, what are we playing football? Yeah, put her all the way over there. I said, fuck with me. I can't. Oh my God. God, do you know how hard it is to play you? I just. Okay. Hold on. Plunder. Okay. Because the plunder comes against her. And her mighty. There. Okay. Wait a minute. Because the plunder comes and her mighty men are taken. Every one of their bows is broken. For the Lord God, the Lord of hosts, of recompense, and he will surely repay, and I will make drunk her princes and wise men, because they think they're so smart. They have no idea. Her governors, her deputies, her mighty men, they shall sleep a perpetual sleep and not wake, says the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts. I already said that. Why do I say things twice? See, do they got paid by the word to write this book? Because I already said this literally a page ago. Why do I gotta repeat myself? I'm reading the same shit I already said. What the hell? This is why I talk so much, because I gotta repeat myself. Maybe these people don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Yeah, okay. The broad walls of Babylon shall utterly shall be utterly broken, and her high gates be burned with fire. Babylon's on fire, fire, baby. Babylon's on fire. Look, I'm telling you, I got songs for days. I'm Gottarati. Buy my CD. Okay. Buddha, Jew, Babylon's on fire. The people will labor in vain, and the nations, because of the fire, they shall be weary.
Okay. The word of Jeremiah the prophet commanded Sariah when he went with Zedekiah, the king of Judah, to Babylon in the 4th year of his reign. And Sariah was the quartermaster. So Jeremiah wrote in a book all the evil that would come upon Babylon. All these words that are written against Babylon. And Jeremiah said to Sariah, when you arrive in Babylon and see it, read all these words. Then you shall say, O Lord, you cut it off, so that none shall remain in it, neither man nor beast, but it shall be desolate forever. Now it shall be, when you have finished reading this book, that you shall tie a stone to it and throw it into the Euphrates. Then you shall say, thus Babylon shall sink and not rise from the catastrophe that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. Thus far the words of Jeremiah. Okay, so with that right there, God's like, do you think that's Atlantis? Because it's like, it's gonna sink. It's gonna be a catastrophe. And we all know that there is land missing, right? There's land missing. Could this, instead of being like Asian or whatever, I still think they're Mongolian, but maybe not. Maybe they were Atlantis people, because Babylon is supposed to have sunk. So maybe that was Atlantis. I don't know. But holy shit, that took an hour. See, big guy, you talk too much. And tomorrow's going to be 52, and then we're not going to have anything to read until the next day. That's shit. So, let me go back in my chat and see what everybody's talking about. Okay. Hey, Nikki, can I pull? Okay, that's where I left off. Okay. Influence. Okay. Firefly. Firefly, Mother Angelica. Okay. She is so cool. She really is. She also has passed away. Hold on. There's always, damn it. Why is it? Right there. Oh. There's always been smart people. Yes. No, the people back then were way smarter than we are today. For sure, I believe that. Hey, Wheels! Are you gonna read or what? Keep derailing. Well, Miss Muddy, in my defense, I'm trying to sound like I know things. And also, God talks so much. Man, he talks so much. And sometimes you just gotta just say something other than angry shit for a second. God is so mad. The verse, I don't know what verse. Oh, good, you found it, Muddy. Okay, and you did, because that's exactly what I said. Hi, Wheels. So, what does everybody think? Do we think it's Atlantis or maybe some kind of Mongolia, maybe? Because that's north, really far north of the Middle East. And I never thought it would be Atlantis until I just read that part. Like you were gonna sink. And maybe that's why you can't find Babylon now. And why it's south of the Middle East. And why nobody thinks Babylon, North Babylon existed. But they're always talking about, well, Atlantis. I don't know. Mm. Mm. My Bible said to go back and read 51 and 2. Yeah, but why though? Oh, yeah, chapter 50 is fucking 6 pages long. I remember this. 8. Yeah, he's like, talk a bunch of shit against Babylon. Don't, don't not tell them. You fucking tell them. It's about to be terrible for you. But I'm talking about this last part. When you're done reading this book, go throw it into the Euphrates. Then you say, Babylon will sink and not rise from the catastrophe that I will bring upon her. So Babylon is going to sink with a catastrophe. And you know, they say Atlantis was so fancy, like they know that. Nobody knows that. But again, I'm just talking about shit that I know. It probably is not Babylon. Atlantis is not Babylon. But it's a thought that we can put together that doesn't sound too outlandish because apparently Babylon of the North never existed. And the Bible right here is saying that it's sunk. And we know, or supposedly know, Atlantis is a sunken city. So this sunken city has to be somewhere around China. But we'll never be able to get that close to do some. Well, I would never go there anyway, but nobody could get close enough to search around there. China will definitely kill you. Verse 68 says it will be leveled and set on fire. Yeah, that's why the people. Yeah, that's why the people are terrified. And God's like, some of you motherfuckers need to run because shit's about to be all bad. But again, I don't know. And I don't want, because you're way smarter than me about Bible stuff. I'm just sitting around fucking like lip boxing what I think. But again, it's what I think. I'm not godly, so I don't know what God people say about these kind of things. I'm just guessing. Damn. But Muddy, you're way more smart than me with this God stuff. So whatever you feel like it is probably what it is. I'm just throwing shit together. I could have said it was the Congo of Africa. Doesn't make it. And we know. And also, and this is the only other thing I'm gonna say about maybe this being Atlantis, is these motherfuckers change their own history. They literally wrote another Bible while they were in Babylon. And for like fucking years, they never had a Bible. It was hidden in a church. And then one of the kings read it and got naked because he was like, oh my God, our history sucks. We're all about to die. And they never had a Bible except until this one king. And And then all of a sudden, they wanted to write a new Bible while they were in Babylon. And now they read that like it's the main fucking text of this book, when clearly it's not. So I don't know. But they believe that other book more than they believe this book. And that other book is made the fuck up by the thing Jesus called the patriarchy. The same people that wrote those stupid rules in Deuteronomy and Exodus and Numbers, those dumbass rules, was made up by something called the patriarchy, not God. And the rules were because they got offended by things, so they made it a rule. Or they got caught doing something and then made it a rule. So nobody else could do it because they seen a leader do it. Yeah, like fuck a goat. Literally a rule, don't fuck goats. But anyway, what's everybody doing? What's everybody thinking? We're at an hour and a half and we're done with this book for the night. So, what's everybody thinking on this wonderful Friday? It's almost Christmas. It is almost Christmas. It's okay. You missed all God being bombastic and shit. Don't worry about it. We got one chapter left, and then we're on to the next prophecy book. I guess me and Dustin got most of the laundry done. I had the dishes done until Dustin started cooking, and now all my dishes are dirty again. That's fun. But at least the clothes are washed. Not put away, but they're washed. Did y'all see that? That was fucked up. Why do I... This wig makes me feel like things are on my face. Okay. Well, then I have that issue too. Yes, I have to drink a cup of coffee right before I go to sleep, or I can't go to sleep. Sativa is like the cocaine of weed. Although I can do cocaine and go to sleep. I can also do cocaine and eat a shit ton of food and then go to sleep. I got a real problem. Yeah. It means our brains are chemically wired to be awesome. That's exactly what that means. It's not a chemical thing, it's an awesome thing. I have to drink a cup of coffee or some kind of caffeine, or I will be jittery all night, like I'm having seizures. Like, mm, mm. Yeah, it's a real thing. I don't know if anybody else gets jumpy when they don't drink coffee before they go to bed, but I definitely do. That's why I've been nursing this cup of coffee or this cup of soda so I can have a sip before I go to bed. I drink milk at night. Milk gives me heartburn, the kind of heartburn that you feel in your ears, like you get that. Well, maybe it happens in children where your acid reflux comes out your ears. It'll like come out of your nose and your ears. You know those bulls in the cartoons when they get hurt and the fire comes out of their, or when they get mad and the fire comes out of their ears? That's what it feels like. Feels like I'm shooting fire out of my ears. And that children get that when they get heartburn. I still get that when I get heartburn. Yeah, and milk at night gives me the worst kind of heartburn. Does anybody else get heartburn that comes out of their ears? Dustin's like, that's not a thing. And the doctor was like, it is a thing. It's a children thing. It's like, I told you I'm a big kid. Is everybody falling asleep at their keyboards? I'm falling awake at my keyboard. I grew up on a farm. You get that too? Hi, Firefly. I'm glad you're still up. So what's everybody doing on this Friday? Because you guys usually don't show up on a Friday. Fatal. I get like that when Dustin feeds me pork secretly because I don't eat pork. But when Dustin feeds it to me, because I can't cook my own food. So when Dustin feeds me that pork, I get deathly ill. But I think it's because I'm scared of pork. I'm scared I'm going to get worms. So then my body just viscerally reacts because it thinks it's getting worms. my Your school is closed right now? My my dad works at the college in Florida. I think they're closing for school next week. My dad works in the mail room at Florida. I think it's like the community college in Florida. Not FSU, but a different one. Pretty sure you have worms. Yeah, no. Yeah, nope. I can live without pork and I can live without worms. Yep. And I think they have medicine for that. I think they give it to the worms or to the horses, but it's also people medicine. What was it called? People could take it for the coup, the 10+9. What the fuck was it called? Because the Koofy Koof 10+9 was a parasite. And it was also a biochemical weapon of war out of China. Is biological warfare or whatever, biohazardous warfare, and they inflicted us all with the parasitic flu. And they have some kind of deworming medicine that immediately got rid of it. And the hydroxychloroquine, which is a cure for malaria, which is also a parasite, could get rid of that. Yeah, but people can take it too. No, because Joe Rogan also took it. Remember? And they were like, oh, he's eating horse medicine. But it's actually human medicine that they give to horses to cure them of the worms. I don't, Miss Muddy, I bet Miss Muddy knows what it's called. Yeah. But Miss Muddy, what is that horse medicine called? It's not even horse medicine. It's human medicine that they give to horses that have worms. She's the farming lady. She would know what it's called. Hopefully. She'd know what it's called. But either way it goes, if she knows the name of it, because I don't remember. Because remember, I was in the Q movement. I know a lot of that shit. I knew a lot of that shit before it even happened. And it's biochemical warfare that Chancellor Winnie the Pooh hit us with. But nobody wants to call it that because nobody wants a war with Winnie the Pooh. Could you imagine fighting that cute ass bear? No, I don't want to do that. Who wants to bomb Winnie the Pooh? No one. Ivermectin. Yes, that is the exacter one. Because people were calling it Pfizermectin because Pfizer immediately came out with an ivermectin style pill for people. Yeah, it was called Pfizermectin. That's gay, but that's what they did. Uh, that's exactly what it's called. And yeah, if you take that, you won't get the 10+9. But yeah, and also you won't have worms. But you gotta do um get down, get down. But you gotta do the whole kind of body weight and shit, you know. You gotta science it out. And it'll help you pass those fun little critters that are invading your butthole. Yeah, because that's a thing. Probably going to hop off. Well, good night, cousin. I love you. Give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass. And have the greatest night ever. And the sweetest dreams. But I think you're waking up. So, have a good day. Oh, oh, I think Miss Muddy went to sleep. I've been calling her name for a hot second, and she left. I think. Hey, baby. Are you still playing your video game? I was wondering, like, you had bullets in your gut. Okay. I think I'm okay for the most part. Yeah. We had chili for dinner today. It was the best chili. It was all nice and thick and shit. The best chili. So, Chris, what are you doing? Oh yeah, she rolled me these cigarettes. That's right. Okay, cool. I was gonna put them in a Tupperware thing. Or in one of those little bags. Well, and maybe two of those little bags. Okay. Nothing. No one. You guys want to call it a night? We can do that. Let's smoke the cigarette. I also made chili. Was pretty good. Right now, I'm winding down for the evening. Yes, me also. I've had such a fun time playing God. Every time I play him, it wears me out. I sleep so good. Well, I mean, I play him every night, but sometimes he just talks so much. Okay, okay, okay. I'll look at him. What are you doing, Firefly? You know what we could do? Oh, okay. Hey! Man, they're fighting for no reason. Okay, here's what we'll do. Let's see. Well, I don't think it's heretical. I think these aren't tarot cards. At least they don't look like tarot cards. Let's see. Help appears in various ways. Damn. Okay. Now I can't read it. Oh, there it is. There is much support for you. Sometimes you get so adrift. Yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah, like all the time. Okay, what is this one? Love where you are. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. Yeah, also I have a problem with that. Okay, you guys can see it. Okay. There's a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you will be able to see new prospects. Hey, that's why Miss Raven Lady, Miss Raven Lady, that's why she said the raccoons came to me That's why she said the raccoons came, because there's a change coming. But I mean, that was fucking 3 years ago when they came for the first time. And I'm guessing with that card, something is going to happen. And it's my dad taking me to see midget wrestling in July. Because I've never seen it before, but I found that one pay-per-view for the midget wrestling pay-per-view at the Microtorium in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. They got their own building, and I asked my dad if we could go there, and my dad said I have to take Dustin because my dad's afraid of seizures, and he doesn't want to. He's like, I don't want to fucking do that. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to fucking do it either. He's like, but you gotta bring Dustin. I'll take you, but you have to bring Dustin. I do this through a deck of cards. Yeah. But I'm not allowed anymore to do any kind of tarot reading. I used to do it in prison with a deck of cards. And I did it with a deck of cards like 5 months ago. And God just recently quit getting mad at me for it. Yeah. Because it was not the right thing to do, but I couldn't help myself. Yeah, but God put a kibosh on that. But this one that you have, the one that looks like a dick, but it's a sea cucumber or it's a lobster, the shedding the old, okay, it's a lobster. It says, the change is coming. That's why Miss Raven Lady said the raccoons came. And they're my spirit animal because they adapt to change very well. Yeah. I used to read the fairy tarot cards, but I kind of sucked at it, so I just stuck to a deck of cards. Boaz and Joachim. Wait, which one is Boaz and Joachim? What is that for? I don't remember what I said. Do y'all hear somebody talking? Like in my backyard? I guess not. Yeah, no, I'm sticking to the God thing. I can't. Unless I go to prison, I will never read cards again. I can't. I. Mm-mm. If I end up back in prison, I will be doing that shit to get some commissary. Believe it. My cousin Nolly, preacher's mom. She's a high priestess. Well, probably not anymore because she doesn't do it. She was up there in that Wiccan witch stuff and all of that pagan. And- Well, you can be the oracle and I can be the sage. We'll call you Oracle Firebug. I'm just kidding. We can call you the mystical, uh, the mystical. What the fuck did I just say? Oh, yeah. The mystical, or no, the mystical oracle firefly. No, we can't have a cool and both names because that's. How about the magnificent, magnificent oracle firefly? Yeah, that's what we'll call you. That's a good name. Well, have you heard about my lord? He's not a nice guy. He's tolerable. But if you've read about that guy, he is, he is, he is a guy. But I'm just happy God's not mad anymore, and I'm happy Raccoon is my spirit animal. Well, uh, communication is, I don't know, some people talk to God in many different ways. And I am the only person I know that has ever called God big guy to his face. Like, I'm I think I'm the only person that talks to God regular. And I think that's why he hangs out here. Because we hang out with him regular. Not like he's a celebrity. Because everybody treats God like he's a celebrity. Maybe he just wants to hang out. It turns out that's what he wants to do. He wants to hang out and laugh. Hey, Chris, I don't know what we're carrying on, but we can have a good time. Carry on my. Oh, no, God wants to sing that.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. I don't remember how the guitar went. But whatever way it went, imagine it in your head. It's a good time.
Okay, I'm done. I might not be done. Okay. Well, what do you think those cards mean Firefly while we're here communicating with God. What do you think they mean? Well, while you're communicating with God, what do you think they mean? Because these are very specific cards. It seems like they're telling me I'm about to get kicked out of my house again. Great. I don't want to keep getting kicked out, man. Sometimes I don't think I deserve it. But then other times it's like, oh yeah, bitch, you deserve that. Why does this look like a battery operated boyfriend? It just, it's got a little stand and everything. There's a change coming your way. Cultivate your sense of adventure so you will be able to see these new prospects. I feel like that's going to Tennessee. Maybe Dustin will find something in Tennessee and be like, hey, let's move here. And I'll be like, no. That's you guys and my two neighbor friends. Yeah. And actually, yeah. But I'm telling you, people love me until they know me. I'm always going to say something that makes somebody mad. I don't even mean to. I just tell you the truth. And people get really upset at me. Like, I accidentally, look, this one time I had a therapist and he was really tan, right? He was really tan. He was almost like Trump tan, like that same kind of color. But he was legitimately that color. So I told him that I told my dad I thought he was some kind of Blasian. And did you know he banned me from therapy at that place for life for being racist? I was like, that's not really racist, but okay. I didn't mean it racist. It's not like I said, hey, you fucking Blasian. That's not what I said. But he banned me from therapy for life. After he said, oh no, it's so hard to offend me. I was like, give me 1 minute. And that third card is the one about change to shine you. Oh, I hope it's a positive change. Do you know how sick I am of being homeless? Oh my God. I'm so tired of being homeless. You know, and I think that's another reason why why I have a hard time putting on different clothes because I'm so used to wearing the same clothes. Maybe that's one of the reasons. But the main reason is because I don't want to be cold like, at all. Familiarity breeds contempt. You know, and that contempt goes both ways. So you think you're feeling contemptuous. Imagine how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Because it's often rare that two people do not feel contempt about each other. That's why me and Dustin have separate living rooms. The only time we're together is when we go to sleep. I swear to God. He has his living room and I have the party pen. Yep. But at least we don't text each other, while we're sitting in different rooms. We just yell across the house. Yep. And don't judge me too bad. I've had a very fucked up life. But it wasn't fucked up until I had a teenager. And then I fucked up my own life. But then I spoiled the hell out of myself. And now I expect everybody else to spoil me. Which, spoiler, people don't want to do that. And it's like, you should because I'm awesome. But I am the only one that finds me awesome. Yeah. Man. Like over here on my screen, it has like the newest comment on the bottom. No, the oldest comment on the bottom and the newest comment on the top. But on my chat, it has the oldest comment on the top and the newest comment on the bottom. So I have two versions of the same chat side by side. Even if I was wearing the same shirt for like 5 days. No, I promise I would try to find a new shirt. But if I ever get to Maryland, I think I'm going to call it a night. Okay, good night, Firefly. Put on some lipstick and give your pillow the best head. The best head. And then give your sheets the greatest ass it's ever had. And then have a postcoital cigarette. And then the sweetest dreams ever. I love you so much. And make sure you put a ring on it before you're done. Yeah. Look, I tried to do that once. I'm not even gonna lie. And it was so sticky. Don't put lipstick on because actually it becomes annoying. And then, like, lipstick's all over your face because you're like, you know, not to be gross, but you give your own, like, face a ring instead of, never mind. I'm out of control. It's getting late. How do you know it's getting late? Nikki's talking about giving head to an inanimate object. It's good time. So, Chris, what are you doing? Are you kicking it with me for a second on a Friday, or are you going to bed too? Wow, I think Dustin's still awake. Maybe he's waiting for me to go to bed. I don't know. But, Chris, if you give your pillow some head, you can't even put lipstick on. So, I don't even know. Okay. Well, good night, Wheels. You weren't even talking. Oh my God. I love you so much. And I wish you would talk sometimes. Give your opinion about on Das Bible. Because I would love to hear your opinion on some of these books. Well, really, I would love to hear anybody's opinion on these books. But somehow I always end up talking about something inappropriate. Man, I should stay in the Bible. But I don't. And then we get into giving head with lipstick on. Things are happening. Oh, but I love you, Wheels, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. And that Robert guy did not stay again. I'm thinking, well, it was not put lipstick on. We know that. Oh, you forgot to hit the like button. Actually, I don't know that to be true. But I hope everybody hit the like button because there's a party in here today. We had a good time. I thought I had some weed. I do. I do have some weed. Was it roll a joint and smoke with me? Did you figure out what it was you were supposed to do? Hi, everyone. You can chat in the chat. We're going to be here for a couple more minutes. But my husband is waiting for me to go to bed. I'm already supposed to be done streaming. I'm like an hour late. So, Chris, I do have to go to bed. Wait. Oh, I smashed the like button. Well, do do you got anything to say about God and this whole Babylon thing? Because I don't. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay, I guess I don't. I guess I have the hiccups instead. I don't know. But I did the laundry, the dishes, put the kid to bed. I think I'm good. Yeah, get a cup of coffee and go to bed because I also have to go. Dustin's in there waiting on me, and I know he does not like being up this early or this late. He actually finds it kind of stupid. But I love I don't love to stay up late, but I love to stay up late with y'all, but then I sleep all day because I take these sedatives. Yeah. I'm crazy enough that they put me on sedatives. I can't believe that. But at least they're not the sedatives that knock you out for fucking 46 hours. They only knocked me out for like 15. Put the kid to bed. I think I'm good. Okay. Well, I have to go to bed because Dustin waits for me to sleep. And I think it's really romantic he waits for me to sleep because he doesn't even talk to me. I do have thoughts, mostly that we should recognize the patterns. Yes, yes, that is another reason that I read this book. There's so much shit in this book. And I've only read these prophecy books one other time, and I don't really remember them. But they they are definitely some shit that should be paid attention to. Especially when it comes to helping these people. Just know you're not going to reap any benefit helping these people. It's actually going to be bad for you for helping these people or for even fighting against them. You just got to leave them alone. But America can't mind its own business because we have all these money hungry people, and logic does not make sense to people that want money. And that is a shitty state of things. But really, I don't think we have very much to worry about. I don't think we have very much to worry about until the sun gets ready to explode. Then we might have something to worry about. But the people in power will never believe that because they're busy doing what the Aztecs did. But instead of sacrificing virgins to the sun god, they sacrifice greenbacks to the sun god because that is the most important thing to us savages. It's not virgins, it's money. And we're hoping the sun god will accept money to change the weather, just like the Aztecs, just like the primitives. We are no different than them. They try to control the weather by killing people. We try to change the weather by dragging ourselves to the poorhouse so the sun god is happy, which is stupid, but that's what they do. Same here. Because if they write it on paper, they can read it and it sounds more important. Everything sounds more important when you read it from a paper. That's why they're town squires and things like that back in the day, because it was written on a piece of paper. That makes it true. And I know I say that as I'm sitting here reading the Bible on paper because it's true. If it's on paper, it's true. Supposedly. I think Dustin went to bed. Okay. Okay. I do have to. I do have to get to bed because Dustin went to bed. Dustin's already in bed. I like your opinions. We've lost some sight of things that have come before. Yeah, but see, if you know your history, especially now, if you know your history, like you're considered heretical without using that word, you become a conspiracy theorist. You become one of them. You will always be a them. You always be one of them. Those kind of people. You know, those kind of people. Yeah. Or you'll be the kind of person that gets kicked out of their house 15 times because you don't know how to not tell people what's going on. And then when they try to argue with you, you have facts. And then they're like, get out of my house. It's like, I don't know, dude, maybe not. But you'll always be one of them. Be happy with it. Because I'd bet rather be one of those kind of people than one of these kind of people. Even though I wish I would have never woke up. I wish I would have never known the things that I know. I wish I would have seen the things I seen on the dark web doing the 8chan. I, I wish I would have never seen some of that, but I wouldn't take it back. But I do kind of want to be back to sleep. But if I was back to sleep, I wouldn't be reading this Bible. I definitely wouldn't want to know what's going on in the Bible. And we need to know what it says. And I don't think I would take that back. I'd be awake for it. Yeah, you can play. blind and stupid, or you can play be awake and unhappy, because nothing is ever the same anymore. And you look at everything with a dark vision, because you know it's some evil shit, and you can't enjoy anything because you know it's evil, and you see all the symbolism. And sometimes people using this symbolism don't even know what the fuck it really means. So then you're looking at these innocent people like you fucking creeps. But they don't even know they're creeps. They don't even know that's creepy ass symbolism that they're walking around on their t shirt. And that's the kind of shit that I wish I didn't know. I didn't know to pay attention to things that people were wearing and the kind of signals they're sending to each other. And then you get like a guy with a pizza slice on his shirt, and you're like, that guy's a pedophile. But you know damn well that guy's not a pedophile. But you're like, he's got pizza on his shirt. It's like, so fucking what? He's fat. Doesn't mean he's a pedophile. But it's hard to not see that shit. And it's hard to enjoy everything when you have these eyes that know things, these eyes that have seen it, studied it, been all up in that shit since 2017. Yeah. I don't know if you have that same experience, Chris, and if you haven't, I apologize. But I kind of disdain being awake. I don't. I do not wish this shit on anybody. Yeah, yeah. I like to say the things I know are the universe and the eye of a needle. Yep. It's the same kind of thing. But what do you think? Because I'm just blathering on about shit because it's getting that time. So, what are you thinking? There was someone searching in the pitch black dark night, searching for their lost possessions. A wonder came across them at a lamppost in the darkness, and then said, I just went to it the light. Yeah, is that the beginning of my video? Well, actually, they weren't searching for a lost possession. Never mind. But that does sound like the beginning of my video because you're looking in the darkness and there's a light. So you walk towards that light and walk straight into the most offensive church. Yeah, man, that is a good thing. That is a good thing to remember to say. That is. But I don't exactly know what you mean by that. There was someone searching in a pitch black dark night, searching for the lost possession. A wonder comes across them at a lamppost in the darkness, and they say, I just went to a light. And then you meet a girl and walk a little way further to the fork in the road, and you took the ride, which is through the darkness toward the light. Man, I don't know, but you are smart as fuck because that's exactly what you should do. Think it's just you and me here, Chris. I hope everybody press the like button. Maybe I should see. Well, I did not get a new subscriber. Oh, everybody did press like. That's awesome. That's cool. See, I love everybody. Everybody's so nice to me, except for real life. Okay. Now, I do have to go to bed because I got a lovely baby girl. Hold on, let me see. I can't read this. Hold on. Well, don't don't walk through your own darkness around a baby. Not saying nothing bad, but I'm saying your shadow, the thing that you wander around the darkness for, the thing you wander around the darkness to get through to find God, is no place for a baby. And it is a really draining thing. And if you are drained already, don't do it. Wait till you have a babysitter. And then sit down and talk to God and learn about yourself. But don't do it with a baby. Not that it's dangerous, but it's exhausting. There's nothing like your brain telling you about yourself. You think you were sad before, but wait, you got to get through it. And then you come out clean on the other side. And you come out with a new best friend. But the shadow is not a fun thing. If you like reading psychology books or philosophical books, read something about the shadow and learn about it before you do it. Because wandering around in your dark to find possessions takes a while. And you'll get fed up before it's over, but you can't get fed up. You gotta make it all the way through. I did that, walked through my shadow, and I ended up in prison. Yeah, it was a thing. Well, I do not worry about you. I worry about the baby and you being exhausted. Not worried about you doing anything. I'm just thinking of the toll that will take on your mind, and it's probably not a very good thing. Man. But Chris, after this comment, this next one, whatever one you're commenting next, I do have to go because Dustin is in bed and I probably need to be in bed as well. That's the only time he says anything to me if he's not sleeping. If he's sleeping, he's not saying nothing to me. Oh well, sucks to be him. But then again, it might suck to be me. But I'm way too awesome to be sucky. You know, someone told me to delete myself once. They were like, go and delete yourself. But they used the S word. And I said, I can't because I'm awesome. uh, hold on. I've had yeah, but I never heard of anything called a shadow until I got out of prison and watched Jordan Peterson. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I've already done that. Yeah, I already walked through my shadow, so I'm okay. But it's my problem comes from after my brain injury. After my brain injury is when I woke up and look, July 3rd, 2018. Hold on, maybe I have it. Yeah, this right here. That's this is the email. I started this Bible channel in 2018, right? But this is almost a year after my brain injury, which was August 17th, 2017. And I had my final brain surgery on Valentine's Day 2018. And by July 18, I was making my Bible videos. That's how I learned how to reread, was using the Bible. I learned how to read using this book. Yeah, but I already went through hell. That's what I'm saying. The first part of your shadow is ugly, and it's part of angel boot camp. You got to get past the shit. The only way out is through. So you have to go through it to get out of it. And once you get out of it, you meet God. But you meet Jesus halfway through, and you can actually see his face. Uh, I didn't get to see his face, but I got to feel him and hug him. I kind of forced a hug on him, whether he liked it or not. But I guess he liked it because I woke up from a coma. So that was cool. Thank you, Chris. That's so amazing. And I want to be people's friends. I want to do things, you know. I I don't have very many friends in real life because none of my other friends like to see me like this. They they don't call me, they don't visit. They unfriended me on Facebook because they don't like it. They don't like seeing me like this. And I embarrass myself. Oh, well, I don't embarrass myself because I don't really give a shit. But I embarrass other people because they're like, oh my God, what are you saying? Yeah, that happens a lot. But as for like my real friends, they don't like to see me like this. I can't walk. I can walk, but it's kind of like the Hunchback of Notre Dame a little bit. You know, I limp. There's a lot of things wrong with me. That's one of the reasons my dad is coming up in July. My dad's coming up from Florida. He's gonna fly up here and then he's gonna rent a car. And then we're gonna drive down to Tennessee and see some midget wrestling. And then we're gonna go over to North Carolina and we're gonna go searching for a place for my dad to retire. Yeah. And my dad's doing that because none of my friends will come over. Nobody. It's a sad existence. But, but, I wouldn't trade you guys in for a real friend any day. I don't even care. Because I tell you what, I sit here and I keep my computer like ready to go live because this is the best part of my day. Like the absolute best part of my day. And I look forward to it all day. And it's not just because I get to be God, it's because I get to talk to people, I get to say things. And that's fucking cool. I don't care what anybody says. I love saying things. Yeah. Yes. Me too. Me too. And you know what? You guys are better than the imaginary friends I actually have in real life. I have two of them. One is God, and one is a chick named Katrina. No lie. It, they've been my best friends since I was a kid. Mhm. But I'm mostly not kidding. But you guys are the highlight of my day. Especially Miss Muddy. I don't know if she's gonna watch this or not. But Miss Muddy, she's a church lady. She takes care of animals. She sent me clothes for my birthday, which let me tell you about these clothes, Chris. They are so fancy. I'm afraid to wear them. They're still folded in the box she sent me. But they're so beautiful. And I feel like when I wear it, I'm going to ruin it. Like for Thanksgiving, I wore this little pink shirt that she got me. It was a pink shirt. Within 10 minutes, it was covered in whipped cream and chocolate sauce. And I was trying not to get not to get it dirty. We got covered in whipped cream and chocolate sauce. But I told her, Miss Muddy, I can't wear these clothes, man. These are grown up clothes. I am so not a grown up. But I mean, I'll still wear them. There's Christmas coming up. I'll pick them for a special occasion. I'll wear them for a special occasion. Yeah. Um, Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson says that. Yeah. The thing with pulling that mask off, is what person are you willing to lose with this new gift that you have gained? Is your friendship worth it? Because really, you have to pick and choose what you say to people, which is why word magic, even though it's always used the wrong way, word magic comes in handy when you're trying to say something without losing your friend. Because sometimes you have to choose. And if you can't choose, you have to cheat. And sometimes it's better to cheat in the way that people don't notice, like politicians, like church people, like God people, pretty much like all people. Yeah, because all people, you have to learn people's motives. Why is that person talking to you? And is that person worth hurting with this new skill you have acquired? It's a terrible thing. Adulting sucks. That's why I don't do it. But Dustin gets really mad because he has to adult. And he's like, I hate this. Yeah, you still have to do it. Yeah. Used to is for people that you've known a long time. Sometimes you have to do it to people you just met, which is where I suck at life because I feel like I know everybody, even though I should not feel that way. But I just feel like I know you when I meet you. It's like I know you. Let's talk about inappropriate things, which is why Dustin immediately shuts my mouth when I start talking. Oh, well, hey, if you can do it, if you can do it without the magic, then yeah, do it. But sometimes magic is useful. Not like black magic, but like linguistics. Knowing how to talk above people, but seem like you're talking to them, not at them. Okay, I have to get off here. I really have to. These damn sedatives are kicking in. I'm a single dad. Trust me. Know a few things. Well, being a single dad is it's something. I've never been a single dad. Well, I've never been a parent. I've had 3 kids that I have birthed and 3 kids I was a deadbeat to. I met all my kids when they were, what, 6, 15, 15, 17, and 20. Yeah, I have lived a life worth reckoning for. Yeah, I deserve it. So, I've never been a parent. I have kids, but I don't know what it's like to be a parent. Yes. Yes. This was a great conversation. I also need to go to sleep. Man, let me just ask you a question. Do you try to get all the seeds out of your joints? Well, when you break up your weed, you try to get all the seeds out of it. But for some reason, a seed just finds its way in there. And then you just keep smelling it, and then, like, the weed tastes like a burnt seed. I hate life. My daughter taught me what it's like to be, um, myself, kind of, even, like, if it's bad, because sometimes I'm gonna tell you this because I think it's funny. You might be totally appalled, but, well, you can only be appalled because you can't do it. That's the only reason. But my daughter will be playing in the living room, the video game, and I'll just walk in there and moon her. And then she gets so mad, she tells her dad, and then Dustin's like, Nicole, knock it off. And it's like, no, but that was funny though, because her face turns all red, like she is highly embarrassed. It's like, ha ha. I don't know. I just find it funny because, well, it's funny, but that's not your jam. What do you do? Edibles? Edibles. Edibles. Yeah, I had to figure out that word. Edibles. I like plants, but that's not my jam. Oh, so you don't even smoke weed? Is that what that means? Well, then I won't ask you about weed no more. No, that's a fucking lie. I'll forget and I'll ask you about weed again. But do you do the edibles? I bet you don't even smoke weed. You ain't got nothing to do with weed because you got a baby. You probably don't even have drugs. That's a past life. I'm willing to bet. You're like, are you like an engineer or an accountant? Because in my mind, you are a tall, skinny guy with nice hair that lives in a high rise apartment that might be an accountant. Is that what it is? Man, that would be so cool if I got that. Yeah, I figured that. Are you an accountant? Do you live in a high rise apartment overlooking the ocean? You're tall and skinny. Do you have blonde hair? No, you sound more like a brunette. Yeah, you got dark hair. You're tall, skinny with dark hair, and you live in a high rise apartment, and you might be an accountant. Those are my guesses. Oh, because I'm dead on. Yeah. From now on, from now on, you are a tall, skinny brunette that lives in a high rise apartment. Yeah. Yeah. You eat Chinese takeout. No, that's probably not true. You live in Maryland, so it's seafood. I'm just kidding around, Chris. I'm just kidding around. I'm just kidding around. But all right, let's go to bed now. Now, because you ain't got nothing to give no head to, and that's just, you know, that that's not cool. That's not cool. So go lay all nice and gentle in your bed. Don't mess up your hair because it's beautiful. And, you know, sleep on your back so you can picture my face on your ceiling telling you sweet dreams. Oh, hey, I know a Department of Defense guy also. Why am I so surrounded by computer nerds? I love that. And I don't know a fucking thing about computers. But if you're watching me through my computer, just know when nobody's watching, I pick my nose. Yeah. But I don't pick my feet because that's weird. But I definitely pick my nose. So if you're watching me through my computer, be prepared. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with me? I have no idea. DHS, Department of Human Services. Oh, yeah. Then I'm definitely on that list. Yeah. But if you're watching me through my computer, I'm never naked in front of my camera. I'm kidding. Hold on. I need to read this. I can't read it. I am a mesomorph for the record. I'm like 6 foot, 100 right here. That's exactly what I thought you looked like. Just like a cartoon. Yeah. Look, in my mind, that's exactly what you look like. Yep. Look, I caught it. I was right on point. Yep. Sure did. I was on point. That deserves a cigarette. You look just like the cutest cartoon guy. I don't remember what he's from, but he looks just like that. And when I picture you, you look just like that. And I that it is completely unnecessary, but you know what I look like. And I don't flick the bean and fantasize about you, but I often fantasize what people look like. Yeah. but not like the bean flicking kind because, that would be weird to flick your bean to a stranger you don't even know. That would be awkward. Just like that. You know what? I just thought porn magazines, you're technically flicking your bean to strangers, but at least you know what they look like. So I think I'm still right, but I don't know. And see, why do I always do this? I am a pervert, but I've always said I think that whole boys think about sex more than girls, that is a motherfucking lie. I have not met a dude that thinks about more inappropriate things than me, not ever once in my life. I'm the one that's always bringing up dick and boobs and all sorts of weird shit all the time. No other, men don't ever talk about that shit. I'm not here for. Look. Oh my god. I love you, Chris. Oh, you. I love you. I'm so glad that you knew what that meant. Because I thought to myself, I bet you, I bet you that was stupid that you just said that. Okay. But it's okay. Just when I come and see you, we're just gonna have to eat bean burgers just for the laugh. I'll come to Maryland for a bean burger. Which, did you know if those motherfuckers are made right, they are so good. Like, don't eat them all the time and add salt, but they're pretty good. I just love this. I'm sorry. uh, oh, yeah. This. I wish you would come more often. And I know you're always totally busy, but, but, hack into my computer and watch the show live. Just don't hack into my computer. But I mean, you could get my Discord and then you could just talk to me on the computer. But just know I probably am as stoned as I am for this show at that time. But there's people in there, Muddy's in there, Firefly's in there, uh, Muddy, Firefly, Preacher, and uh, Feather. Even though I don't know where she's been, I'm gonna tag her and find out where she is. Do you want to come on Discord? But yeah, you can come on Discord. And then when I do the Discord talk days, you could talk. You could talk on the Discord. Not unless you don't want to talk on the Discord, of course. But you're always welcome to. Somebody is here, I think. Oh, there you are. How the hell do you even say that? I don't even know. So how do I say hi to you? Oh, like that. Bam. Yeah. See? Hey, she's supposed to be in bed. All right. Awesome. All right, so let's end it here then. And I'll say goodnight over in Discord. So, everyone else, I would like to say give your pillow some head, put some lipstick on, give it a ring, and then give your bed linen the best ass ever. Have a postcoital cigarette, and then have the sweetest dreams ever. Love you